Self-care is not getting a new hairstyle. It's not getting a panty and a manicure. It's not getting your eyelashes done. Self-care is none of that. Like, we in 2024, we're going to make it a point to stop redefining terminology to fit our motives, our lifestyles, and actually get clarity on what it is that we're trying to do. Let's dive into it. My first topic for the new year, and guys, happy new year. I'm so excited, like so excited. We are in 2024 because all things are new, right? So, and I'm going into this year with a wonderful, optimistic approach. I highly recommend that you start your year off with that same tone and stay in this frequency, stay in this vibration so that you can see what's on the other side for you. With that being said, I needed to dive into this topic because I see so many people of my generation, the Gen Z generation, actually misconstruing what self-care really means. And first, before I dive in, what does self-care actually mean to you? Let me tell you what self-care means to me. Self-care to me means physical, mental, emotional balance. That's exactly what it means to me. It's not getting your hair and nails done. It's not, these tangible things that are not producing longevity. These have been misconstrued as self-care resolutions, and I hate to bust your bubble, but I gotta bust your bubble so we can, you know what I mean? So we can see progress. So yes, take that out of your mind. Like, when you go and get your hair and nails done, when you go and lay down on that table to get a wax or whatever, this is self-grooming habits, right? These are luxe things that you can choose or not choose to do with your body. It has nothing to do with upkeeping, maintenance, right? Like, my nails, I can do this from home. Waxing, all of that, I can do from home. So in actuality, what is self-care and how can we get better at it? Let me dive in. I actually took some time and I looked up the definition of self-care. Self-care is the practice of individuals looking after their own health. Health. Using the knowledge and information available to them. And it also goes so far as to giving some examples, which is 1, getting regular exercise. See the longevity? Eating healthy, regular meals and staying hydrated. Something else, longevity. Making sleep a priority. Longevity. Setting goals and priorities. So you see where I'm going? Like, hair, nails, eyebrows. These are not longevity. These are not considered self-care. However, frequent exercise, eating frequent meals, regulating your sleep. These are what we truly define as self-care, okay? So how can we get into loving ourselves, getting that TLC, committing to creating time for ourselves in 2024? Okay, so my first tip when it comes to self-care, I highly recommend setting routines. Like, you have to set routines. And let me tell you, like, your work is not going to go anywhere, right? Like, we already know you have to work. So that's not really an excuse that we can make in 2024, because I'm sure this is something you've been doing since teenage years, long enough to determine that this is a constant factor in your life. So I need to, whatever it is that I'm going to do, I need to work around those 8 hours. Cool? Okay. So that starting a routine could mean, especially when working in physical fitness, could mean getting up 15 to 20 minutes prior to your normal schedule and getting some movement in, right? And if you're like me, you're probably not going to get up an extra 10 or 15 minutes or 20 minutes earlier. Completely fine. But after work, while you still have a spruce of energy, I highly recommend after work taking 20 minutes, getting that movement in, and then going on about your day. Gratitude. Practicing gratitude is a life changer. A life changer. This is something you can start today. Actually, all of these tips are something you can start right now. Gratitude, let me tell you, guys, just being thankful for where you are. Just being thankful. So, for instance, if you know you're out of shape, you're battling self-esteem issues, body image issues, etc., you know this, right? And now you're starting to think about some things that you want to incorporate to feel better about yourself. That right in itself is a moment to be grateful, because guess what? You have moved up on the pendulum. Before, you were just cool with it, right? You were doing your everyday flow. It wasn't bothering you. Now it's bothering you so much that you're actually starting to think of remedies to fix this situation, to fix this dilemma for yourself. So getting into the idea right when you're at that low and saying, I'm so thankful that I've made it this far, because I'm actually thinking of techniques that I can do to push me into the right direction. That's a moment of gratitude. Being thankful for where you are on this journey and the progress to come. Another technique I love to focus on, and this is something I work into my everyday, it's a daily routine for me, is focusing on positive things. This one will increase the optimism in you naturally, right? Focusing on positive things. So that can just start with your social media alone. Like if I jump on, like it's so easy to be sucked into certain topics and conversations that you have no business being in, right? For example, I jumped on social media this morning, and the first thing I saw, and it was like for 3 seconds, because I wouldn't allow myself to take in any more of whatever it was that she was regurgitating, but I heard her starting out with, let's normalize, we not going, like, it was just too much for me. It was just too much for me. Starting off, like the energy that I was getting just in that 3 seconds was not giving positive. It was giving complaint. It was giving venting on something that I just don't want to do. So, again, and I'll say it, you will hear me say it over and over again, rearrange your timelines. The energies that you are taking in can also affect how you're feeling, and also affect the energies that you are putting out. Input, output, okay? Very important. So be in control of the things that you're taking in, so that you can start practicing self-talk, like taking in positive images, taking in positivity throughout your day can help you in return to start working up that positive self-talk with yourself. Instead of saying, I can't, you're looking for ways to make it possible, whether that's through visualization, whether that's through psyching yourself up, but you're actively incorporating positive things to, again, help push you into the direction you want to go. There's absolutely there's absolutely nothing I can take from just complaining about a situation I am in versus actually working out an active solution, taking action, right? So please don't look at these tips as, cliche, because guys, these are things that I actively practice every day. And believe it or not, the more you practice, the more it becomes easier for you to do. And the next thing you know, it's a habit, right? I make it a point before I even step onto the floor to say, why am I grateful for being alive today? Like, I'm so grateful that I have wonderful kids that I can teach, instruct, and love. Like, I am completely grateful for that. I am grateful that I have breath in my body right now, because it means I have purpose. I still have a mission that I have to complete. Like, all of these things are wonderful reasons why you and I are here. So don't take it for granted. With that being said, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and please share. If any of this information was beneficial to you, I would love to hear some of your commentary in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, give me your feedback, and again, share some tips in which you practice every day or throughout the month that incorporates or help you feel like you're incorporating self-care. Until next time, again, happy 2024, and may many blessings, prosperity, and wealth come your way.